In a rare TV appearance, Queen Elizabeth is remembering the day she was crowned nearly 65 years ago. One thing that stands out, the quote, horrible carriage ride that took her through London. It's part of a new documentary airing Sunday on the Smithsonian Channel. Charlie Daggett is outside Buckingham Palace with an eyewitness account of that day in 1953. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning to you. Picture the scene. 27-year-old Queen Elizabeth arriving back here at Buckingham Palace. Tens of thousands of people lining the streets to have a look. One person doesn't have to imagine because she remembers, because she was right there on that momentous day. When Elizabeth became Queen Elizabeth, Lady Anne Glenconner was literally an arm's length away as a maid of honor.
That's me there. People say, was your wedding the most special day? I said, well, actually, it wasn't. It was the coronation. Everywhere the Queen went, we had to go.
She was only 19 at the time and still proudly keeps her dress at home. And while she and Elizabeth were childhood friends, that wasn't the only reason she was picked.
We were chosen because we had good figures, we were the right height, and...
Do you really think that's true?
Of course it was. It was like a production. It was like making a film, you know what I mean?
In The Coronation, the Queen shares for the first time her memories of that day, including the bumpy carriage ride.
Horrible. It's not meant for travelling in at all. I mean, it's just not, it's only sprung on leather.
So it rocks around a lot?
It's not very comfortable.
Were you in it for a long time, then? Probably
Halfway around London.
Really?
We must have gone about 4 or 5 miles. You can only go at a walking pace.
Yeah.
The horses couldn't possibly go any faster.
Right.
It's so heavy.
Although documentary maker Alistair Bruce says he was a little nervous, he said Her Majesty made him feel welcome.
I think people are always surprised by her utter humility. She is not sitting there waiting for people to bow and curtsy. She's not bothered about that at all. She is keen to put people at their ease, and she does so with great gentleness.
Even so, Lady Glenconner admits to being a little starstruck when it came time to play her role.
There was the Queen. We hadn't ever seen her in her coronation dress. And she looked absolutely ravishing. We were all waiting there, and she just turned round and she said, "Ready, girls?" And we sort of nodded. And off we went.
And she says nothing will ever compare to the moment she joined the new monarch on the balcony.
You could actually feel, physically feel, the sort of love and the noise coming at you. It was the most extraordinary feeling. And they were mad about it. They were so happy.
Now, in the documentary to be shown this weekend, the Queen joked about how heavy that crown was. She said you had to be careful about leaning too far forward. You might break your neck and lose the crown. Norah?
Charlie Daggett at Buckingham Palace, thank you. And the coronation airs Sunday night on the Smithsonian Channel, which is owned by the Smithsonian Institution, and Showtime, which is a division of CBS.